What's going on, guys? Welcome back to All Things Cobra Kai. So, welcome to my first interview on the channel, and today I'm joined by Salome Azizi, who played Cheyenne in Cobra Kai Season 4. How you doing today, Salome?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you so much for having me, and congratulations on your first ever interview. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. No worries. Am I saying that right, Salome? Is it?
Salome.
Salome. All right. I thought I was getting it wrong there for a minute. But yeah, thanks for coming on. It's great to have you on, and brilliant.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
So, just wanted to get started. So, not jump straight in, but what made you want to be an actor? Like, obviously, it's such a stressful role. Obviously, you've been constantly filmed, and the pressure of how can I put it? Being filmed and being pressured to make sure that shows are being done to the top, and trying to not be nervous.
Well, you know, I think like all artists, they have this desire to be loved or something. That's the thinking behind it. The therapists and the idea behind artists is that there need to be loved or something. But for me, it was always, when I was a kid, I remember movies and TV shows and stuff were the place that I used to escape to. And it was my escapism, and I loved it. So I felt really good in that medium, in that space. And I had a natural ability for it. So I've always been drawn to it. I'm quite a creative person, I like to think. And it's just naturally where I was drawn to. And then obviously, like, you have to, because everyone can have a natural ability at something, but that doesn't mean they're great. So it takes a lot of work, going to studios and acting classes and all of this. But it's also a journey of self-discovery, because you have to know yourself very well in order to be able to get to those feelings and emotions and motivations, etc. So it's been an ongoing, developing personal growth journey, and I get the opportunity to tell stories and hopefully inspire a couple of people along the way.
Oh yeah, that's brilliant. So what actually made you want to be an actor, like, in the first place? Because it's loads of people want to be actors, but obviously you've had that more inspiration to actually be an actor, so it's even better for you. Like,
yeah, I just like I like playing and being creative and hopefully telling stories and inspiring people, and it's just where I live, so I like it.
yeah, I mean that's great. So who was your inspiration? Do you have any like role models growing up when you was younger to be like an actor? Who inspired you to?
Oh my God. I think for me, it was always like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Johnny Depp, all those guys. Yeah, for sure them, like the old school.
Oh, they're just legends. Have you ever had the chance of meeting them or getting to talk to them at some point?
Yeah, I was in an elevator with Al Pacino once, and I was so nervous.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God. I had literally like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds just to say hello. And I was like, just be cool, it's fine. I didn't say anything.
Oh, well, meeting your legend role models, it's like, you don't know what to say. You want to say the right thing. You want to ask for a picture. You want to ask for autograph and stuff. It's like, don't know what to say. And
yeah, and also they get that so much, I'm sure, being who they are. And then so I just didn't want to be invading his space, also because he couldn't run away because he was stuck in the elevator. And then also, I didn't know what to say either. I was like, what am I going to say? And I don't want to sound like an idiot,
Yeah.
Anything.
Don't want to mess up or anything as well. So like, but I mean, if there was, if you could be in a film with like Robert De Niro, I mean, or who was it you just said? Palpatino. What role would you like to play with them? Like, in terms of like you did with Thomas in Cobra Kai. Like, would you like to play that type of role? Or
yeah, I think I'd like to be some kind of like badass ally of theirs that they turn to, because they're always like, especially they're always like gangsters or in the underworld somehow, the roles, well, at least the roles they used to play. So I think I'd like to be like their ally, or someone that helps them out and stuff. You know.
That's
And they're like,
that would be a dream.
You know, and I'm like, yeah.
I mean, that would just be a dream, just to be with your role model and stuff and who you looked up to. That would be just the dream as an actor.
Oh my God,
I mean,
just the opportunity to learn from them would be amazing.
Yeah, that's anyone's dream, though, to be fair, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, then what would have made you to be in Cobra Kai then?
Well, I got casted.
What attracted you to?
Well, you know, you don't choose the roles; they choose you, and they auditioned me, and they liked my audition, and they invited me on the show. So.
I saw there.
Otherwise, I mean, if I could choose the roles, I'd be every day going, I want this and I want that, you know, but I'm not there.
But yeah, I mean, obviously Cobra Kai is different to what you've been in before. Like, obviously you didn't do any martial arts or anything, but I mean, other shows and films, it's like completely different. So as well, I mean,
I did a little bit of like, beating, like I did Ray Donovan, where I beat him up. We got physical. That was pretty good. So if they ask me,
because I'm
what?
I know, because my wife, it keeps cutting in and out, so I'm just trying to see if I'm there. But yeah, I mean, I didn't hear that last bit. Sorry.
Oh, so I did Ray Donovan. I don't know if you're familiar with the show, but that was a few years ago. And in that episode, I was playing a spy, and I got to beat him up. So I got some like, you know, I got some of that in me.
Well, hopefully you can use that in Cobra Kai at some point if you're ever returning back.
Yes.
I mean,
I need to beat Terry up.
Bringing me on to my next, what I was going to ask. Obviously, because you'd on set with Thomas and stuff, if Cheyenne, obviously when she was with him at the start of the season, he was this different man. He was like a new lifestyle. Obviously, you've not finished the season yet. How do you think Cheyenne would react to the new Terry, like with what he did and bribing the refs and stuff?
Oh my God, I think she would be completely shocked to even be associated with such a man. Yeah, I mean, maybe there was like a side of her that would be like, oh, that's kind of hot, but she would never admit to it publicly. I think it wouldn't go with her branding.
I mean, imagine going from meeting such a nice man and then within the space of like 3 months, he's beaten someone up, bribed refs. Like, that's just like, that would be.
Yes.
That would be like, what's been going on here? Like, what's happened? But, I mean, yeah, I mean, hang on. Yeah, so, I lost my space there for a minute. Yeah, so if Cheyenne did come back in season 5, I know you can't say whether she'd be back or not, obviously, but do you think she would then be against Terry Silver and maybe join like a dojo, maybe?
Yeah, I think she would totally go with Eagle Fang.
Really?
Yeah.
Why Eagle Fang? What's like? What's so special about Eagle Fang?
I think like Johnny's funny.
Oh, Johnny's just the best, isn't he? But
yeah, she probably would have a crush on Johnny and be like, oh, I don't know. I'm just making it up. I have no idea.
I mean, to be fair, I did think that Miyagi-Do would suit her more, obviously, with the balance and stuff, and obviously how she was presented.
Yeah, but I feel like because she already has that in her life, she might want to explore another side, or I don't know. You're right. Maybe it would be Miyagi-Do. I don't know. At this point, I haven't decided.
I mean, maybe you do know. Maybe she is in a dojo in season 5, and you can't say. I mean,
maybe.
But I mean, what was it like being on set with like Thomas Ian Griffith and Martin Kove, just Karate Kid legends, and then just famous actors in general? Like,
yeah, it was so good. I had the best time. Their such lovely people to be around, and such generous and easygoing like actors. Because I've been on set with other actors on different shows, and not everybody's like that. They're some people are very private. Some people don't. They're not really giving as actors, especially to newcomers to the show. But these guys were so friendly, and I was with them. I think I spent a week with them. And it was just so easy and fun. So I really enjoyed them. Yeah.
I mean, just being on set
it's really nerve-wracking being on set. It's so scary, pretty much, especially when you're on your first day and then the first scene and stuff that you have to do until you get used to it. But they were so they made me feel so easy. Not just them, all the crew. John and Josh and Hayden, everybody was so lovely and so friendly, and they made me feel really welcome and like a part of the team.
I mean, they all seem just like great people on and off screen. Obviously, not Terry Silver, obviously on screen, but I mean, they just seem like great people. And I mean, moving away from the Cobra Kai bit, obviously, you say like it's been on set, it must be nervous and stuff. I mean, it must be tough being on set, like first day, like you're panicking a bit, like if I get my lines wrong constantly. And I mean, what?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think like it doesn't matter how prepared you are and how much work you've done. That moment when you're like, you step on set and then you're like getting ready, and it's always a little, for me personally anyway, it's always a little bit nerve-wracking, but it's good because you can use that to fuel the work, that kind of like nervous energy. If you can use it to fuel your motivations, that's always good.
Yeah. And what's like the toughest role you've had, like being an actor, like being on set and preparing for that type of thing?
I think one of my toughest experiences, it wasn't necessarily toughest role.
Maybe if I word this a bit better, so maybe like preparing for and learning lines and stuff, maybe that.
Okay, so it was Stargate, where I was playing, the villain, and I had to do it all in ancient Egyptian.
Oh, wow.
It was really scary. And really, really tough because I had to learn another language.
Oh, that's just that'd be hard, like just learning new language completely, like pronunciations and stuff as well. That would be.
Yeah, and we had a language coach on set, but it was really hard because I had like a lead role in it, one of the lead ones, and I had the outfits for it. The costume it would take me like 3 hours to get ready, and I had these huge contact lenses that were the size of my eyeballs, so I couldn't see anything, and I had this huge headpiece, and people had to walk me.
Oh my god!
Because I couldn't see because of these horrible lenses, and I'm sure they damaged my eyes. But and then of course I had to speak in ancient Egyptian.
I mean, learning another language for that would just be so hard. I mean, I couldn't even think of doing that.
No, it was really hard. Thank God for ADR though, because then you can go back into the studio and go do voice,
for sure, yeah.
Messed up. So at the end, I just gave up. I was like, you know what? That's why there's ADR. I'll just get close to how it's supposed to sound, and then I'll fix it later. And eventually, once I did that, then I wasn't as tense about it.
Yeah. I mean, playing the lead role and stuff as well, it's like you've got to get this right, the little accent as well. Everything must be on point.
Yeah, and it's a dub language. But it's a real language. So the only person that literally knew how it should have sounded was this guy who was like a professor who actually worked on the original Stargate movie. And he was like there going, no, you should pronounce this like this. And we'd have lessons and stuff. But like if it's Spanish, for example, then you kind of, even if you don't speak the language, you know how it's supposed to sound.
Yeah.
Rather than a language that doesn't exist anymore. So, but he was very picky about it being the right being right and correct, and
and just giving you the confidence as well to speak another language. I mean, that must be
yeah.
good. I mean, if I get this, yeah. So I mean, if there's any, so obviously you've worked for Netflix now. I mean, is there any type of role on Netflix that you dream to be a part of, or any show, or?
Let's see. Yeah, I think I always liked being. Oh, yeah, I want to be a serial killer. Yeah,
Really?
I want to be a serial killer. I think I would be really good.
I mean, that's like straight in, but yeah, I mean, serial. I mean that. I mean, why a serial killer though? Because that's.
Because I think when you get to play those kind of characters, you can have so much more fun with where you can take it. And then obviously there's like, I'm really interested in psychology and human behavior and why people do what they do. Naturally, I know, I don't know, I watch a lot of like serial killer stuff. So I feel like I know a lot about it, but it's like the ultimate, well, one of the ultimate bad guys. And in those roles, you can have so much fun with where you can take the character. You can go crazy or, you know, whatever, because you have more, you have permission to do more.
Yeah, a bit more freedom just to go mental and just with a gun or a knife or something, just to release all like the energy and stuff you've got. I mean, that would be. To be fair, I wouldn't mind being a serial killer just to know that you're in control and you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be sick, to be fair. Would you like ever want to be a director? I mean, obviously you met John, Josh, and Hayden on set being directors and writers. Would that ever inspire you to?
Yeah, actually, I think when I was in London, I was really into it. I was really into writing and possibly directing, and it never really worked out, or I never really pursued it as strongly as I should have at the time, because I had some really great ideas. But yeah, I think it's something I would be open to later down the line. Right now, I'm really focused on doing better as an actor. But yeah, I hope so. I hope it's somewhere in there.
Yeah, I mean, I hate artists, but like for those people that want to be actors, like what type of things are you hoping to improve on to like?
Well, I want to, you know, I think I want to be more compelling, more like, I think with actors, it's not just enough to be truthful in the way that you perform, but you got to, like, there's got to be a desire to win, right? Because when you're driven like that, then the audience is rooting for you and they want your character to succeed. I think I want to be more driven, but I can't really put it into words because of the way that it is in my mind. But definitely more compelling, more free. Instead of like sometimes you get in your head. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to be better. Just want to be better. It's never enough. You never get there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, one of the main things about being an actor is just making sure that who you're playing, everyone wants to love. Obviously, love in terms of how you're playing them, but obviously hate if they're a villain, that sort of thing. Like,
well, I think it's like one of the most important things is never to judge the character that you're playing, right? And you have to love the character, whatever they do, even if like they're the worst person in the world. You have to love them, or like, you know, people don't. If you ask a stupid person, if you think someone's stupid, if you ask them, do you think you're stupid? They're like, no, I'm not stupid. So even like bad characters, they never think they're bad. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're never going to go, oh, they'll think their way is the right way, won't they? Obviously thinking what they're doing is right.
Exactly.
But I mean, yeah. Hang on, what did I just ask? I completely forgot.
Bad.
I'm just Oh, so I just lost focus for like not even a minute, and I forgot what I asked.
Okay, don't worry, I'll get like that all the time. I totally forgot what you asked.
I cannot actually remember. Oh my god. Okay. So I think I've asked this already. I cannot remember. What do you actually like about acting then that's so good about it? Because obviously learn the lines and stuff like as well.
It's creativity, isn't it? I mean, like as an artist, I'm an artist by nature, and I just love it's my space. It's where I get to express myself, and it's where I get to be who I want to be and explore all the other characters that I may not be in my real life. So it's I just love being able to express myself, have that creative expression, and it's a safe space for me.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'd love to be an actor. I mean, everyone would love to be an actor. Obviously, you want to just express, as you said, express yourself just to be doing the certain role. And but again, obviously, you've got to
play other people, you know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you've got to learn your lines as well. And
yeah,
to be fair, but that was my question. Make sure how hard is it to make sure you're doing it right? Because making sure everyone loves the character and stuff. That was it.
Well, it's not. I think it's just as long as you do the work, and prepare. And everyone obviously has different ways of their process is different. And it's really not about. I mean, I think I would lie if I say it's not about pleasing other people, because it always is. Ultimately, you want to be like really good at what you do. But it's as long as you're happy with the work that you've done and the character that you've created, and it's coming from a truthful place, and it's like it's really going for it. You know, you got to really, really commit and go for it. Then that's the best you can do. And if people don't like it, then they don't like it. But I'm sure.
Then what can you do about it? Then at the end of the day, if they don't like it, I mean. Yeah. But obviously, you've got to have that desire as well, just to do well and to give your all, because obviously it's a show at the end of the day. And
you got to go for it. Just make a decision and just go for it. You know.
Obviously, every role you have could be life changing as well. So do your best. Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
So, I mean, if anyone in the chat has any questions, please ask away. We'll get onto those. If you had any tips for people in the chat or anyone watching further along the line of being an actor, what would you suggest to them to do? And
I think I would suggest that even if you think you're talented or you have a talent for it, and you might do or you might not, you have to get lessons, you know, to improve and get better. Because a lot of people look at acting and they're like, oh my God, that's so easy, I can do that, you know. But it's easy because they're really skilled in making it look easy. It's not really easy. So just like go to classes, get trained, just keep going. It's like going to the gym, you know. It's not like, oh, I got a degree in acting and then I'm never ever going to take another acting class ever again. You have to do it all the time, and just keep going for it. And get to know yourself better. That has a lot to do with it. And grow. Just go for it. That's what you want to do. Go for it. Absolutely.
Give your all.
Don't let other people go, oh no, you can't do it or whatever. Give it a shot. Give it your best shot.
Yeah, don't listen to other people. Just go for it. You know, if you want to do it, just do it. Like, no point other people jealous or whatever. Just do it. You know. But I mean, if hang on, I keep losing my place. Sorry. So hang on. Yeah, sorry. I just keep losing my place with my questions and stuff.
It's okay.
So, I mean, if you got any, if you obviously if you don't want to answer this, you don't have to. But any funny stories from being on set? From was it Stargate, Cobra Kai, or anything? Are there any like funny behind the scenes stories you've got? Or
Usually they're really scary stories. I'm like, oh my god. I don't think I have any funny stories.
Well, just all scary.
No, you like scary. It's just me freaking out and thinking I'm gonna fuck it up. Sorry. Like in my head going, oh my god, what have I done? I can't think of any things. I'm sorry. I guess I should have thought about it. No, but like when I was on the plane, because we filmed Cobra Kai in Jacksonville, Florida. So I flew there, and I was sitting behind this guy, and he was talking on his phone on the speaker, and it was like really loud, and I was like, oh my god, why would I don't want to listen to your conversation.
On the plane as well, it's like relax, like no one wants to hear what you're talking about on the plane. I mean, you've got lines.
Yeah, and then so this was before the plane took off. Obviously, we were waiting, and then people were coming on, and I noticed that they kept staring at this guy. So I was like, oh, he must be a celebrity or something. And then once we landed, he got up, and it was Martin Kove.
Wait, no way! Oh my god!
And I was like, hi. He was sitting right in front of me, and then he goes,
oh my god!
I was like, I'm doing a scene with you, and he goes, oh yeah, Cheyenne. And then we walked off to get got in the car and went to set, and it was just great. And then we started. It was a really great rapport and relationship. We hit it off. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, 1 minute you're thinking, who the hell is this guy? Like talking now that I don't care. Next minute, it's Martin Kove. I'm on set with you. Like that's mental. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, anyone talking on the plane out loud on speaker, you think, why? When it's a celebrity, go on, carry on. You're a celebrity, you're fine. But yeah, I mean, Martin Kove is just an absolute legend, like Karate Kid, Cobra Kai. I mean, he plays Chris so well. Like, we hate him, but we love him at the same time. That's like, as you said, like people want to love the actors, but also hate them for playing a villain and an evil person. But
but he's actually such a nice guy that you're like, how do you always get these roles where you're the bad guy? And he's just so sweet and lovely, and he's like, yeah, I'm the nicest bad guy you'll ever meet. He really is. He's so great. We went one day we had some time off, so he wanted to go buy a watch or something, and he goes, come with me, let's go. So we went, and then we're walking in the street, and everybody was like, oh my god, they're stopping him trying to take photos. And then we were like, it was a really great fun half of a day off, and so it was great.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. Well, I think that wraps it up for everything I've got. So thank you for coming on, Salome.
Salome.
Oh, I keep getting it wrong. I thought I'd never get it right. Salome. All right. Thank you so much for coming on, Salome. It's been a pleasure talking to you in my first interview.
Congratulations on your first show. I hope it.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on. All right, guys, it's been my first interview, so I'm definitely getting some more coming along at some point. So thank you guys for tuning in. This has been All Things Cobra Kai. I've had Salome Azizi, who played Cheyenne in Cobra Kai Season 4. And until next time, Cobra Kai never dies.
Bye.